you look at the magnitude of All In, you look at the unfortunate situation that happened during the week this week, and you look at, a lot of people would say it was a very questionable show tonight. You guys knocked it out of the park. Would you say is it fair to say this is the most challenging week for you personally and professionally?
I think it's been the most challenging week for me personally and professionally, but it's not all down to wrestling either. There's a lot going on. There's been a lot of highs. Like, I think it's been hard to get to this point. There's been challenges in other sports. It's been a hard week, and it's a busy week for me. It's one of the busiest weeks of my life, I think, ever. It's fair to say, but really this week's busy for me every year when you have the English football transfer window. In this case, the Premier League transfer window closed this week, so I have not slept a lot this week. Anyway, it's been a busy week to begin with. There's absolutely a lot going on, but to put on great shows like All In and All Out, and be putting together the formats and going over all the details, producing the shows, and also putting together 4 TV shows with Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, and the Ring of Honor show, and produce this great show tonight. I think, and following up on everything, plus with everything going on, I think it's been probably the hardest week ever, but that's not all because of wrestling either, or things that are related to wrestling. There's been a lot going on in other sports too, and it's been a busy time, and I'm really proud of everybody around me who's helped make it great, and I'm really proud of everybody in AEW. I think tonight was a big success. Last week was like the most important thing we've ever done, but then coming here tonight, it was like everybody who's come up here and said it was a lot of pressure to follow up on All In because it went so incredibly well. So to have people be talking about how great tonight was, it's a great feeling, and but also a really busy time of year for me, because this time of year also to a lot of people all over the world, the Premier League transfer window is a big story all over the world, and people follow that really closely. That was a really busy time for me, so I was pretty much working 24 hours a day, literally, for several days. I mean, I'm not even joking. Like, I went a couple days where I didn't sleep, and it was hard, but I think we got a lot of important things done, and important to get players in, get transactions done in Fulham, but also to keep important players for us, and that's also was a long week. So there were a lot of things happening, and I really think from a wrestling standpoint, everybody hit it out of the park, so I'm so proud of everybody in AEW. Everybody went out and had a match on TV or pay-per-view this week, did a great job. The wrestling was outstanding, and the production team was stretched and stressed and forced to deliver in a way they've never been, because they had to go deliver a show on the stage, the spectacle of which they never dreamed we'd be doing, and really unprecedented territory, something that big. It's the biggest wrestling show of all time in many ways when you look at it. It's the most fans ever that bought a ticket for any show. So we've never done anything like that. Not only that, but it was across the ocean in another continent. So it was a big workload, and then to come back here and put on another one. I'm just so proud of everybody that it worked out, and I think it was a real testament to AEW, and certainly coming into this year, people wondered if we could grow the company, make AEW bigger and better than it's ever been. I think we have and did, and I'm really excited going forward. I think we got asked about where does this imply we're going, where does this lead us to in the next few years as far as business, media rights. I got asked. I think it's really exciting for us, because what we did this week bodes really well to grow the company and hopefully keep getting bigger, and I think hopefully it'll be very lucrative media rights renewals for us, and we can keep growing the company and expanding and creating jobs and taking care of a lot of people, because I know that a lot of people depend on AEW here for a living. We have a great crew, a great production staff that puts these shows on, and I'm so proud of them and the wrestlers for making this possible. I'm also really grateful to all of you for coming. Some of you were at both shows, I believe, and that's pretty cool. And also, look, I just really appreciate, even if you don't make it to the show, all of you cover wrestling, and I think that's a really cool thing to do, whether it's your full-time job, a part-time job. That's awesome. I think there's no better way, whether it's making a living or you do it for fun or a hobby, or whether this is a childhood dream for you like it is for me to work in wrestling. I think it's cool that we all get to do it, and everybody here tonight, I believe, got to see a great show, so I'm proud of that. And now, very excited for Wrestle Dream, and before then, also AEW Grand Slam. I think it's going to be a great AEW Grand Slam. We've built something really special in New York, and I'm very excited about that. And hopefully, we'll see some of you in the weeks to come. Jim, are we doing a Grand Slam scrum? Have we ever no Grand Slam?
No, we have in the past, but that's not saying we can't.
Hey, that'd be fun. Maybe something at Grand Slam would be great. There's a lot of great New York media. That could be something to think about. And certainly see you all at Wrestle Dream. I hope you're all invited to Wrestle Dream. And it's going to be cool doing back-to-back, having a Collision and pay-per-view in Seattle. I'm really excited. Anytime a new market like Seattle gets a first-time pay-per-view, I think it's a really big deal. And I'm really excited. The Wrestle Dream tickets wrap. I think they go on sale this week.
They do Friday.
They go Friday. Is there pre-sale?
Pre-sale on Thursday.
Pre-sale Thursday? There you go. I guess it's
Pre-sale Friday.
worst kept secret in wrestling. There you go. Thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. It was an honor and a pleasure to do AEW All Out in Chicago again. It's a great tradition. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for covering AEW All In. God bless all of you. It's great to see so many of your faces, and hopefully see you all either at Grand Slam or Wrestle Dream or Full Gear or something soon. Thanks again.